Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. My name is Ronnie.
And I'm Simone.
We live in Sydney and we
are on the way to fire.
On the way to fire. If you don't know what that is financial independent.
Early retirement. Retire early. Something like that.
Something along that line. I'm sure you figured it out.
Yeah, just not working for
Correct.
someone else.
So in today's topic, we're actually going to talk about
think big, but start small first.
Correct. So if you're in the journey to become financially independent, there are certain steps that you're bound to be, and there's a lot of information that you're going through, and it can get really overwhelming.
Yeah, I think nowadays social media or marketing, they try to target you. If you like us, we've been on social media checking about financial freedom. Like our feed is been always about investment all the time. So I think they know what to target people, that what kind of topic they're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're reading all this information. There are so many strategies out there. Which one suits you? Don't know. If you don't try, you'll never know. Just find something that you kind of understand, you're interested, but start small. Because what we found out is what our mistake and so many people's mistake. They think big and start really big.
And using lots and lots of leverage or capital.
Yes, correct.
So, and from our experience, we did that. We were young. We had a lot of disposable income, let's say.
Yeah.
And at that point, we tried every avenue, and we always try big, massive capital investment.
I think our mistake was, like, you show people when you trying to do something big, you think you have to start big.
Mm-hmm. So
there are a lot of people, they make the money, and some of them they start from zero or with very little capital.
Yep.
You don't have to mortgage or refinance your house to start a business. That's what I read. It seems like a lot of business, because now COVID lockdown, a lot of business is going down. And a lot of people, they saying, like in the media, saying, oh, this business is going down. They even have to refinance their home mortgage to pay off the business expenses.
that's one of them. I've heard,
right?
I guess young people that just open up their own business, and because they don't have any history on their business, they can't get the government grant or the government help. And in that aspect, that is too much capital when you're putting in a whole entire, like a big lump sum.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a rental space, for example. You've got equipment that you purchase, and if you purchase them in cash, great, but I'm sure most people out there, when they purchase on their business, is bound to be in finance.
Yes.
And they wanted the bright, shiny things, like the brand new stuff. So that's that side. The other one would be a nursery. People that is selling plant. At the moment, it's autumn here in Sydney. Oh, sorry, spring. Going to be spring.
Yeah.
There are people out there that is taking a loan to get the nursery, selling their plants.
Big. Yeah.
Yeah. And they started packing them, and within one announcement, their whole entire nursery cannot be operated because their requirement at the moment is click and collect. Now, I'm not quite sure about you, but some people out there...
I need to check the plan.
There you go.
You have to. Well, what if they're not healthy?
Exactly. So it would be hard for some people to start on their business, and that would be really devastating for some, especially when they taking a leverage using a loan, let's say. There's that side of it. The other one for us as an experience, we started big.
Yeah, lucky we didn't refinance the home, but how we started was we have one property investment.
Yep.
I think the time paid 10% already, but then the property increased in value. So leverage when you're young, and all the media telling you, okay, leverage, property is making money, okay, leverage. So we took out money from that initial property, and then we financed it and buy another property.
So understand as well though from our experience, that first property with the 10% deposit, it was it was break even.
I think it was break even.
It was a break even.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then once we refinance it, because we have to pay higher interest. Well, no, not higher interest,
repayment.
Because it's a higher loan amount. So the repayment will be bigger. That time we didn't even think about that. No, we didn't even.
When we went to the bank, it was literally like click, 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 10 minutes conversation. Yes, the value of your property is a lot more higher now. You can take out your 10% back if you wish. We can do that in I think like 10 minutes, 15 minutes
and
or something like that.
And then now I remember when I first started that mortgage, it just automatically go interest only.
Yeah.
For the loan.
Yeah, so when you refinance, for us
when
anyway.
You get a loan, I think.
Because I was with the kids, I think you were inside in the bank, so I wasn't really there as well. So it could be my fault as well. And in that aspect of it, they just put it on interest only for 5 years, and our loan time frame is still the same.
30.
Or is it refinance? Anyway, at the end of the day, our repayments go higher.
Yeah. So the rent could not cover the interest repayment to the bank.
So with that aspect of it, our income or our expenditure getting higher as well.
Yeah.
So because a typical formula, that's what you usually do in a property, let's say. You buy one, wait until the value goes up, you take it out.
Refinance, you mean withdraw the equity?
Withdraw the equity, buy another one, do the same thing.
Yeah.
Now that sounded great in the condition that when you do that first will, it's already at the positively geared.
Yeah.
Even when you take it out, it's still positively geared.
Exactly. And assume that your tenant is always there.
Permanently.
Yeah.
For the next 30 years. But so that's our leverage. That's when we started thinking big and trying to go big.
Yeah.
Quick.
At first we were thinking, okay, 10 properties in few years we can do it. There are couples they can buy 10 properties within 3 years.
Yeah.
So for that time, I think we bought about 4 properties. But then we stuck because pregnant and couldn't borrow any more money down to one income. Highly leveraged. We couldn't get.
No, nobody's gonna tell you this. Nobody's gonna tell you unless you sit down and actually work it out yourself. That's how I found out. I found out when I had to sit down in the middle of the night and work it out myself.
Yeah.
And then I thought, there is got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. So how can I do that now if I were to, let's say, backtrack, rewind, and go back to my young me? And if you're thinking of doing that, I got to leverage. Don't.
Yeah.
From an experience.
There are a lot of things you don't have to leverage.
Correct.
If you're from wealthy family, don't have to be wealthy, but let's say if you have a lot of saving, you want to put some capital in, yes, go for it. But maybe there are a lot of people who don't have any money.
Correct.
Right? Leverage is risky.
Very risky.
We started our eBay business, we were talking to friends, and the friend was like, I'm going to buy a lot of capital. I'm going to talk to the manufacturer in China. I'm going to start to making my own product.
Yeah.
And you have the capital, but we don't.
Yeah. So this is where we're going back to, you gotta start small before you're going big in a sense.
Yes.
So now from experience after what we've gone through, I kind of wish I understand the principle in the beginning. Yeah. For example, in our eBay business, we started with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very little capital.
Like 1,000, if that.
I think about 1,000. So we started from selling our old stuff.
Correct.
And then something very cheap.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't require you with a lot of capital. That time we were just trying, not being serious. Just want to try a bit if it's making money. Because at the beginning, I think spend a bit more than 1,000. I bought some shoes or some clothes on discount.
Let's say
it
5.
No,
not even that. Within less than
about 2,000 maybe.
2,000.
That's how we started, but then it took some time to get sold.
And then we realized this is not the
ideal module we're looking for.
And then because we started very small amount. We can then realize, okay, this is not for me. Then I can go, let's start the new thing if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
However, if you started at
Big.
started big, let's say if that's your whole entire life saving
Yeah.
that you saved up for 5-10 years for, then you would be devastated
Yeah.
if you lose
Correct.
all of that. You know, for example, instead of, let's say, $5,000, let's say if you started with 50 or 100 or 150, you'd be devastated, crippled.
Well, now I don't like media saying, this person starting the business during COVID.
Yep.
So they refinance the home to start this business, and the gamble pays off.
Yeah.
I don't like the topic. Like,
I don't- yeah.
starting business is not a gamble.
No.
You see the opportunity, then you do it.
They only
It's not
see-
like everyone sees something, it should work. Okay, let me refinance my house and do it. Oh, it doesn't work. And
Yeah.
people don't tell you.
They don't tell you the bad news. They only tell you. It's extreme in media. You either see the good
Worst.
or the
worst.
worst, like the best, like the one that I guess make it
Yeah.
to make millions, lots and lots of money, and then you see the extreme when they go to a bankrupt.
Yeah.
In that aspect.
Yeah. That's
So,
right.
so for us, coming from our experience, it's like, okay then, so I don't want to go through that again. Understanding the fundamental of money as well, it helps.
Yes.
Yeah. For example, we teach our kids when they receive money, you have to split it into 3 ways. It doesn't matter on whatever the combination it is, it has to be 3-way.
Yeah.
Ideally, will be the whole entire 3. Like perfect scenario would be a third
evenly?
goes evenly.
No, I'll say they
Ideally.
will have a plan what to do. So what's the goal, and then you achieve your goal, and so allocate the money.
So for us as well, we started with them with a small amount of money and understanding the fundamental of that and understanding how to take care of that and how to reinvest the profits, let's say, to go back and make more profits. If you start the fundamental of that small amount, but you have to think it big and just repeat the process over and over again, from $1 profit, how do you make it to $10 profit?
Yeah, just put
How
a
do
zero,
you make
right?
it? Yeah, and you start thinking differently.
Yeah.
Like, okay, then from $10, how can I make my first 100? And then now we're up to the stage, how can we make our first 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, repeat. So how can I now make
Double.
the first 1,000 within the week? So there's bound to be a tweak, one step at a time.
At the time, yeah, I think it's the learning curve is important. Now we just don't have the patience to wait for it.
Yeah,
That's the thing, the
yeah.
patience.
And I'm not sure about anyone out there, but having children, it teaches you to
Patient.
become really patient. There is nothing that you can do except that. And I realized with our investment account as well,
Yeah,
that
same.
it teaches us about being
Consistency.
consistent. Yeah,
Patient,
yeah.
and that's it.
That's the main one. And understand you need to reinvest. You need to reinvest your dividends and say, or your
And
return.
delayed gratification.
So, I mean, like after reading or reading a lot of books and listening to a lot of podcasts, and I realized to myself, no, getting rich or achieving FIRE, it's not that complicated.
No, it's really simple, but it takes long.
Yeah, if you don't have any leverage, then that's good.
Yeah.
You can go a lot more faster. If you don't have any consumer debt,
Yeah.
you can go a lot more faster.
Yeah.
If you don't leverage your mortgage like to the max,
Yeah. You can achieve it.
a lot more faster.
Well,
Your expenditure.
I think mainly is just spend less and then pay off all the debt as soon as you can.
And invest,
invest.
as much as you can. So
That's right.
hopefully that helped you guys in any way possible. That's just our 2 cents based on our own personal experience.
Yep.
Think big before. What was the topic again?
I
forgot. Yeah, think big before. Start
Think
small.
big but start small.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Bye.